Good morning, guys. Welcome to the lesson 5. Today we are going to see a new topic, the last lesson with classwork. The last lesson with classwork to complete the 55 points of accumulative. Today we are going to see about the astronomers, the story of the astronomer, about Copernicus and Ptolemy. Ptolemy and Copernicus, talking about 500 years ago, the beginning of the astronomers. Astronomy is the science of the stars, universe, galaxy, whatever, and all the elements that we can find out of the planet, right? So we have to say before to start that it was not easy to develop this science. It's not easy to develop actually this science. Actually, we have telescopes, GPS, technology, machines, radars, robots, whatever, and it's not easy to discover sounds, new planets, distances, whatever. But in the beginning, these astronomers didn't have this is a picture of Copernicus, very handsome, right? So in the beginning, they didn't have tools. They only only draw what they see, or they only draw what they think in papers, in drawings, and using books, and giving names to the constellations and giving names to the stars. They observe using the observation per days, per years, per weeks, whatever. They see the positions of the stars. They compare the sizes of the stars, whatever. I don't know how they do it, or they did it, sorry, because it was not easy to discover the gravity. They think when their theories was they were wrong, because they thought that the sun was in the center of the universe, and this theory actually we can refuse, right? That is not true. But in the beginning, they thought like that it was like this. Look into the skies is the topic, and start with what question? What can we learn from an astronomer who lived nearly 500 years ago? For many years, scientists believed that Earth was located at the center. They were very confused, right, of the universe, and that the sun and the moon move around it. The civilization of the Greeks, astronomers and mathematicians, Ptolemy devises this Ptolemaic system in AD 150. It was considered scientific fact for more than 1,500 years. 1,000, right? It's easy to see why people believe Ptolemy's idea as they watched the sun and planets move. It appeared to them that Earth was standing still. In 1543, Nicolaus Copernicus, one of the world's greatest thinkers, had an idea that the universe was heliocentric, or centers around the sun. His life work, a book called On the Revolution of the Celestial Spheres. Spheres. This is the name of the revolution of the celestial spheres. Is considered by many scholars to be the beginning of everything we understand about the universe today. His book was a turning point in the history of science. For the first time in ages, scientists began to question everything that their ancestors taught them about the natural world. So if you see, this reading is about Copernicus and the story about his book, The Revolution of the Celestial Spheres. And using mathematics, Copernicus created a model that could answer many of the questions that bother him about the Ptolemaic system, and he wants to prove that the sun, not the Earth, was the center of the solar system. So imagine, they were very confused, and these theories, it was not easy to understand in the beginning, but they keep believing in his theory. In this case, Copernicus realized that Earth and other planets in the solar system experience three types of movements: revolution, rotation, and tilting. The planets orbit or revolve in circles around the sun. This is about Copernicus' theory. Copernicus also discovered that while orbiting the sun, planets rotate on their own axis. Earth's axis is an imaginary line drawn from the North Pole to the South Pole. As the planets rotate, they also tilted on their axis. The tilting of Earth creates the seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. Okay, we have, chicos y chicas, the beginning of the seasons, right? Copernicus discovered an important part of the seasons. O sea, las teorías de ellos estaban un poco confusas porque decían que el sol estaba en el centro, pero la rotación y toda la cuestión de las estaciones sí tenían sentido, y por ahí vino y comenzó la información de por qué era verano, fall, winter, spring. So they did a revolution in the story about science, the seasons, the movements, and all of these topics about the planet, the universe, the positions, and everything. The scientists understand that the universe is much bigger than they had thought. Astronomers did not yet know that our solar system didn't fill the entire universe. They didn't know. So we are talking about the beginning, chicos, the beginning of the scientists, the beginning of the astronomers. And eventually they learned that Earth's solar system is just one of billions in the universe, and that the universe is perhaps infinite. This idea was difficult for people to imagine at the time. Talking about 500 years ago, people. Even today, scientists still debate the theory. We go with the classwork. Write your name on the line. Always write your name on the line. Always write your name on the line. Always write your name on the line. Circle the letters of the best answer to each question below. Question number 1. Earth seasons are the results of option A, the planets tilting on its axis as it rotates. Option B, Earth's position in the universe. Option C, Earth being at the center of the solar system. None of the above. Look for the answer about the Earth seasons are the results of. Super easy, right? Look for the word tilting, 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 tilt, right? Which of the following statements is true? Option A, modern scientists have found that few of Copernicus' ideas were correct. I don't think so. They never. All the scientists confused in the beginning, and they didn't believe in the theories of other scientists. As you see in the story of the scientists of science in the class, always other communities of scientists didn't believe. Early astronomers believed that Earth stood still while the sun moved around it. Do you think? Earth's movement around the sun takes 24 hours. Earth's axis and it's the equator are the same thing. So which of the following statement is true? Write your answers on the lines below. Explain how the Ptolemaic system was different from heliocentric system. The two theories about how are different. You have to know this, and you have to explain me the two theories, the two systems, talking about positions, in answer. The next page, you're not going to do it. It's not necessary. I consider with these answers we can learn. In conclusion, what do you need to learn about Copernicus, Ptolemy, and these theories, these scientists that realize important information in the planet, in the universe, in the astronomy, the science of the stars. Love you so much. See you in the next class. Do your classwork, please. This is the last classwork. The next class, I will put the list of the students are missing. Do it. Todavía hay niños que no han hecho el experimento. No sé por qué. I really worry. Love you so much. Do the classwork, please. We are finishing. The next class, you're going to have me, them. You're going to have the platform, and then lesson 6 and lesson 7. And we're going to continue. Bye-bye.